Welcome and welcome back to our third IFM Live Talk. Industry 4.0, digitalization, industrial evolution. Buzzwords we all know very well and we all use it easily in our daily business. But what exactly do we know about that, what's behind these buzzwords? And how do you know, do you know how easy it is to set it up and use it for a profitable and efficiently usage of industries? In this session, we will give you a short overview how simple it really is to set up a digitalization and a straight path for data from sensor to the IT level. Some weeks ago, Bosch Rexroth and IFM announced their partnership to seamlessly integrate IO-Link into the open platform ctrlX. And I'm glad to welcome now, via Teams, Michael Krause. Welcome, hi.
Hi Philipp, hi Tobias.
And yes, in the studio, Tobias Wolf from IFM.
Hello Philipp.
Hi. Michael, first question to you. Could you explain a little bit what is ctrlX and what are the benefits for the customers?
Yeah, sure thing. First of all, thanks for inviting or having me here in this LinkedIn live session from IFM. I'm very happy to be here with you. I'm going to talk a little bit, give you an introduction about ctrlX automation, our automation platform without limits. And you know, in the automation world, somehow we are lacking a bit, let's say, technology from IT. In the IT world, there are certain things that are really good and have not yet found its way into the automation, and are some points that could improve really an automation system. And that's what we introduced into the market, and we took out of the consumer world the concept of the smartphone and what's all about the smartphone into the automation world. So first of all, ctrlX automation is a complete automation platform from motors, drives, controls, HMI, IPCs, and the corresponding software. And our mission as automation supplier is to decrease a lot the engineering, to program such a system, to configure such a system, the same way how IFM does it for the sensors. We introduced also a cloud-based device administration, so fleet management. That is normal in IT, but in the OT world, not very normal yet. And also increased the security levels of an automation device following these IEC 62443 norm. And it's a future-proof platform supporting US standards like 5G or OPCOA over TSN. And I would like to come to the top row, why it's an open platform. It's based on Linux, and all the functions of this platform are separated into apps. And these apps can be programmed in different ways, not only the typical, I would say, PLC programming languages that I had when I was studying automation technology 20 years ago, but also modern high-level languages like C++, script languages like Python. And many companies came to us and said, wow, this is an open platform. This is something great. This is something new in the automation world. Can we contribute? So we formed this open ecosystem approach, which is called ctrlX Automation, where I'm responsible product manager, to bring in all these companies. And we are all having one mission, and that's to make automation easier, to make it faster, the time to money for machine builders, and to increase the productivity for the machine users while decreasing the risks. And in the same way, we started a cooperation with IFM, because IFM, what you can see on the next slide, opened the world to IO-Link, to ctrlX automation. This is a typical automation topology that you can find in machines or installations. So you have in the middle the PLC, the controller, some IOs, maybe some drives from us, and then you have the IO-Link masters from IFM, and they are talking seamlessly. So there's only one PC where there's the engineering installed. For example, if you want to program the drives, and on the same PC, moneo configure from IFM can run and can communicate to the IFM masters. And by this, we really make it easy for both of our users from IFM and also from ctrlX Automation to start up this kind of system. And I think Tobias is going to explain this to you right now, how it works.
Thank you, Michael. Tobias, before we continue, just a short invitation to the audience. If you have any questions, please just write them down in the comments below. Tobias, we already talked about the seamless integration of IO-Link into the ctrlX platform. Mm-hmm. Can you a little bit get more into details how this is going to happen?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. IFM is a new partner of Bosch Rexroth. Mm-hmm. And that is very useful for our customers because we combine the IO-Link world, let's say from IFM, the IO-Link ecosystem, we can bring directly into the ctrlX world from Bosch Rexroth. And that is great. It works perfectly together. And on the one hand side, our customers can benefit from the ctrlX because it's a perfect PLC for all the automation applications. And on the other hand, it's an IPC to bring data into cloud system to the IT world. So when we have a look here to this small fair board, we can see it here directly. So on top we have the ctrlX PLC from Bosch, and there's just one Ethernet cable to the IO-Link master here, and this is Ethercat communication, and there's a robust field board here, field block. And on this block, there are sensors connected. For example, here's a temperature sensor connected, and here's a display connected via IO-Link. So very easy. And now our customers can benefit from IO-Link, and they can bring the benefits from this IO-Link sensor directly to the master and to the open platform from Bosch Rexroth. And for example, I give you three benefits, three advantages from IO-Link. Very easy. For example, the first one is more than one process value. So we have a flow sensor, for example, and with this flow sensor you can transmit more than one process value with one cable here. So you will get the flow, the totalizer, pressure, temperature, all these values you will get only with one sensor. It's very cost effective for our customers, and you can solve this application. The second point is you get diagnostic information because via IO-Link, it's in digital communication. You are able to speak with the sensor, and you will get not only the wire break, you will get some other diagnostic messages from the sensor, from the application, directly from the sensor into the ctrlX PLC. And that is great for some applications in our customers. And the last point is parametration. So we're able to speak with the sensor, and now it's not necessary to have a button here with a display on the sensor. You can set up all the sensors in the system with our parametration software. We call it moneo configure, and that's great.
Maybe we can have a look into the moneo configure.
Exactly, we can have a look. So when we have a look to moneo configure, this moneo configure software is installed on a computer, and we can see it here on the screen, on the screen, and with this software package, exactly here we are. With this software package, you can scan the whole network. You will find the IO-Link master here with the IP address, for example, and then very easy, you see, we have 4 ports, and we can select, for example, the port number 1, and you are able to set up the sensor via this software package here.
This is the temperature sensor we saw on the fair board.
Exactly, exactly this temperature sensor we see here, and a very simple one, but you can see here we have different settings, and it's very easy for our customers to use the setting here and to have a look to the process data, for example. So very easy. And one last point I would like to say is, you mentioned in your question as well, that we implement the function EOE in the IO-Link masters. And EOE is in function, and we offer a new firmware for the cabinet line and for the data line for our Ethercat masters for the SPS drive. So it's pretty new. And with this function, you're able to send not only Ethercat to the IO master, you can use the moneo or you are able to sense the moneo protocol via EtherCAT as well.
Okay.
So that means it is Ethernet over EtherCAT, and that means our customer can connect very easily moneo configure to the ctrlX, and only with one cable he can send the data EtherCAT and the moneo configuration to our masters and to the sensors.
Yeah.
And that was without EOE in the past not possible.
Okay, perfect. So you mentioned the masters of the cabinet line, I think.
The cabinet line for the IP20 modules, let's say, and also the robust field blocks for the food and for the coolant application. Yeah.
Okay. Will there be other products for the integration of ctrlX in future?
Yes, exactly. So when we have a look to the hopefully next fair, beginning of next year, the Hannover Fair, we will launch an we call it high power IO-Link master family. So that is the performance line, and that means with the performance line you can connect, for example, actuators with 2 amps. You have B ports for valve islands. You have an energy monitoring. You can do a daisy chain with the power connection. So it's for high power applications, let's say, and we will bring it also with an EtherCAT interface, of course, and with EOE, and then you are able to connect this to the ctrlX PLC. And also that is important for Bosch as well. Bosch offers also a lot of actuators, valves and valve islands, and this is also a perfect accessory for these actuators from Bosch.
Perfect. Thank you, Tobias. Michael, last question to you from my side. Let's see what the audience will ask later on. What additional boost do you expect for ctrlX by integrating the IO-Link technology?
Yeah, first of all, let me underline that we are speaking here about digitalization, and it is very important that in digitalization to be successful, that everybody really focuses what he can do really good. Yeah. So we are happy here to partner on the IO-Link with IFM topic, because we know there we have an expert, and we don't have to develop it by ourselves. Yeah. So the boost actually that we expect with the open ecosystem approach is to offer in a very fast manner cool solutions to our customers from different experts. So in total there are now 44 companies in this network, and that customers can really benefit out of this. Yeah. And there's no reason why we should do this by ourselves. Yeah. So you better join the experts, different forces, to really deliver a really good value proposition and really good value to our customers. An additional boost, we open up the world of IO-Link like this with a partner without developing it by ourselves, and we see really a strategic point, the world of IO-Link sensors for a platform, automation platform of the future. IO-Link is the sensor connectivity platform of the future, and really looking forward to connect more of the IFM products, by the way. Maybe there you have a huge portfolio, and our customers already pointed us to also other IFM products that we can have a look on, how we can integrate them faster and better. And looking forward for customer projects and to see this in live and to showcase what we show you here. How cool is it to start it up in a very cool way?
Perfect. Yeah, we're looking into the future as well, I think. Thank you, Michael, for joining us, and thank you, Tobias, for joining us too.
You're welcome.
We explained it, I think, very well. No questions left. So if later on there are questions, you will be in the chat to answer them.
Yeah,
perfect. So enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we will continue with our next topic. The first important step in the way of digitalization is to decide to use sensor data in the IT level. So, and this is the big question is how to get the sensor data from the OT level to the IT level, and this is where the edge devices come into play, and Ralf Kemper comes into play and into the room. Ralf, when we talk about the journey from the sensor data, from the sensor via the infrastructure to the IT level, what is exactly the task of the gateways?
Hello,
or edge devices? Yeah. Hi.
So first of all, I think we have to clarify the term edge. What does it mean? So we are talking about the edge between two different worlds. The first world we are talking about is the OT level. That means the process automation, everything which belongs to a machine equipment, for example, I/O link masters, I/O boxes, sensors, of course, PLCs, and so on. And the IT world is interested to get the results, all the data of these kind of devices, and want to collect it in a cloud platform somewhere so that it can be analyzed. So that's one point. And when we speak about OT level, the operational technology level, then of course it's important to transform the data when it's even possible, so that you don't get simply data, you want to get readable information if it's really possible.
Yeah.
One system where it's very convenient is the I/O link technology. That means we have an I/O link device, for example, the sensor, we have the I/O link master, and the I/O link master can provide all this data to the edge device, and the edge device can transform it into readable information by interpreting the IODD, which is every time belongs to one I/O link device.
Yeah, okay.
And so we can get readable information. So that's one big point where an edge gateway is used to. In the end, of course, like the word already gives us, an edge gateway is a gateway between the OT level and the IT level. That means we need to convert this information and transform it into a readable format for different IT systems. That can be used via, or can be done via MQTT. It could be done via OPC-UA. And also there are the hyperscaler platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, and we can transport the data directly from the devices.
Yeah, that's a good point, as you offer the Edge Gateway, which is, as you said, a really convenient product to use. You can send the data anywhere you want by your fingertip. You can switch it on and switch it off, the cloud connection. What does it mean in usage? So when I have the Edge Gateway, I think this one you don't have to put into the cabinet. You can put it in the field, and then you can switch on the cloud connectivity, maybe to AWS or Azure or whatever. And if you don't want to transmit the data, you can switch it off. What does it give for opportunities?
I think it's 100% right what you're saying. So the devices are nearly plug and play. That means you find a lot of other devices in the market which can be programmed somehow, and every time when you need to program an edge device, that means it's not very flexible when you want to switch something on or switch something off. Here we have a very easy configuration, like I told you, plug and play. That means you can, at any time, you can switch on values which you want to send to a cloud system, or you can switch it off, or you can share the data to one cloud system or to another IT platform, or both at the same time. It's completely configurable, and that's totally easy to do. And so the big gap which you normally have when you have fixed programming inside, it's not there. That means, like you tell us before, it's as soon as you make a fingertip, you can switch on the data or even not. For the OEM, for example, it means you can create new business models with it. That means he's able to, for example, to offer maintenance on demand for the end customers. And for the end customers, there's a big benefit to save costs, because it's a difference when I only need to transport the data or information a few days, or if I have to do it 24/7. That's a big difference.
This is a case we will talk about later on. But yes, that's a good point. This one, you can see, we would see it if it would be switched on. There are two different kind of edge devices we are offering with the display. This is the Edge Gateway and the Edge Controller.
Yes, that's right.
What are the differences?
The differences between the Edge Controller and the Edge Gateway of IFM, mainly we can say we have, starting with the hardware platform, so we have two hardware platforms available for both devices. So let's start with the device here in my hand. That's a display version, IP65, with a very robust housing. and this device could be is available with as an edge gateway and also as an edge controller. And we are planning to do the same with the IP20 version, which I have here in my hand, so that will be visible soon within IFM. And so this device has the same technology, but you see it's IP20, has no display, and here we have the display integrated. Okay. And now I want to answer your special question you had. And the Edge Gateway is nearly for everyone who wants to have a plug-and-play device to bring sensor data, sensor information on an easy way to a cloud system, to the IT infrastructure, and so on. And it's frequently updated, so there are update mechanisms inside, so you can you have the benefits that you can upgrade the device at any point you want to. You see there is a new feature available, and the system can grow with different features we could offer. That's one big benefit for this device. But on the other hand, that means everything inside is prepared, the complete setup of the device, the features we can offer, everything is inside. And so it's a little bit take it or leave it. So when you see it doesn't match to your application, then of course you can't use it. But therefore we have the other solution available, which is mainly designed for automation engineers. That means this device, again, we're speaking about the same types of hardware again. So it's Codesys 3.5 programmable. So it's a PLC program which could be used by the customer. And so this device can be used very flexible. So it's a PLC, it's a visualization system when you take the display version, for example. And additionally, it's an edge device to different cloud platforms. And it offers several other benefits. There is a huge variety of protocols available so that you can also collect data in real time, so to speak.
Okay. Perfect.
And transfer only the results to the cloud.
And just to add, of course, both can be reached also via the browser interface.
Of course, of course. The IP20 only via browser, and here we have both possibilities. You can set up the device on the display or via web interface, which is of course much more convenient.
Just to make sure this is not only limited to the display.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect.
That's right.
Yeah, Ralf, thank you very much for this short overview.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, again, very well explained. No questions left.
Perfect.
If there are questions later, I think you will answer them in the chat.
Of course I do.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good. And enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, we've seen how easy it is to get the data via I/O link from the sensor to the edge device, and now the question is how to make more out of this data on the IT level. And IFM has an answer for that, and maybe we just start with a short film about IFM Moneo. And in the studio now I welcome Tobias Schwarz and Daniel Wille. Welcome you both. Tobias, first question to you. We saw it in the video. With Moneo you are ready for Industry 4.0. That's a big word. so let's prove it. How can Moneo help me to get more of my data?
Yeah, that's true, Philip. So With Moneo, the user has a very complete and powerful software solution or toolkit at hand, which can support the customer to achieve his IoT projects. So what basically occurs is that on the data on the sensor level, which is generated by the sensors, are easily integrated into the software to convert it into useful insights. So that, for example, unplanned downtimes could be prevented, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So a new form of transparency in the picture of Industry 4.0.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you have some examples or?
Sure. So always an essential part is that you realize a very structured way of data collection within the software for storage, for interpretation, evaluation, visualization for the user. And in Moneo, it's very easy to connect new devices. So there's, for example, an automatic function that detects each and every device in the related network segment. And that helps the user to draw a very detailed and digital picture of his plant environment. And this, of course, reduces complexity in this kind of projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel, so we have a great software, but you have to, get it run. So, you offer some ways to install Moneo or to run Moneo, which depends on maybe the demands of the IT department or of the size of the
but you're totally right. It is a great software. It offers a lot of benefits. We see great projects, but on the other hand, so we are sure that we can excite our customers with the benefits of Moneo. But on the other hand, we also make sure that it's very easy to use Moneo and operate Moneo. And therefore, we offer 3 options to run Moneo. The one of them, I think it's the most common way, is the Windows installer. The other options are the so-called appliances. I think appliances doesn't know everybody what's meant with that. For us, it is the combination of the hardware, the operating system, and the Moneo. So this allows us to guarantee the availability. So we make sure that operating system, hardware, and software work perfectly together, which also, of course, helps us in the case of support. The appliance is offered in 2 different products. One of them is the physical appliance, which means basically an IPC, industrial PC, which usually is installed quite close to the machine. We see a lot of projects where the customers start with the appliances. We offer the starter kit, which bundles also with licenses and sensors to get first experience. And the other way, the other appliance we offer is the virtual appliance. We see a lot of customers who address that they want to go to their existing virtualization infrastructure. And so we put all the benefits of the appliances into the virtual appliance. Both appliances combine the appliance management system, which is, I always compare it with the settings in an iPhone. So there is the appliance management system, the point to configure the system, to do the setup, and maintain all the basic IT stuff, performing updates, configuring backup jobs, for example, and also we've got a remote support solution in it.
Okay, Tobias, I think I cut your word a little bit too early. As Ralph already mentioned a little bit, we have a customer who has Moneo in usage, and I think
exactly. So we have a lot of customers who have Moneo in usage, and one of the typical scenarios is that already existing machines and equipments are equipped with hardware and software afterwards in the retrofit approach, and Moneo is used to improve the monitoring or to ensure the quality of the product. That is one approach one of our lead customers realized with Moneo, and maybe we have a short look at the video.
I think we should do this, if we have the film.
Kautex Maschinenbau ist seit 85 Jahren Maschinenhersteller. Das heißt, wir erstellen Produktionslösungen für unsere Kunden. Unsere Kunden kommen auf uns zu und haben eine Anforderung, das ist ein Artikel, den sie am Ende ihrem Kunden oder direkt an den Verbraucher verkaufen. Und dafür liefern wir Maschinen. Und diese Maschinen sind zum Beispiel bestückt mit Extrudern, mit Köpfen, mit Schließeinheiten, das sind so die Kernkomponenten. Und mit Hilfe dieser Werkzeuge, so nenne ich es mal, liefern wir unserem Kunden halt die beste Lösung für sein Produkt. Wir als ctrlX haben uns ganz groß auf die Fahne geschrieben, produktionssichere Lösungen zu schaffen. Und dafür ist es immens wichtig zu verstehen, wie verhält sich unsere Maschine, wo verändern sich Parameter, die eventuell zu einer Verschlechterung des Produkts führen könnten und dann dementsprechend auch frühzeitig entgegenwirken zu können. Wir haben hier einiges an Prozesssensorik verbaut. Als Beispiel haben wir eine Lecküberwachung für die Druckluft, als auch Durchflusssensorik, zum Beispiel für die Zuführung und Abführung der Kühlflüssigkeit der Formen, um hier ein Delta in den Temperaturen ermitteln zu können.
In dieser Applikation, die wir hier bei der Firma ctrlX haben, betrachten wir die Prozesse in der Anlage, um letztendlich eine Gewissheit zu geben, ob die Maschine an ihrem optimalen Arbeitspunkt betrieben wird. Wir haben Moneo hier im Einsatz, um Prozesswerte in der Historie zu analysieren und auf der anderen Seite aber auch Prozesswerte zu verrechnen und aus den Prozesswerten Informationen zu generieren, die einen Mehrwert in der Anlage erzeugen. Wir stehen hier an einer Retrofit-Anlage. Hier werden konventionelle Sensoren, die ein Analogsignal an die Steuerung geben, in unser IoT-Netzwerk eingespeist. Der Datensplitter macht die galvanische Trennung, sodass wir die Daten über IO-Link in unser Moneo einspeisen und das Analogsignal an die Steuerung weitergeben können und die Anlage wie gewohnt weiter betrieben werden kann.
Okay, this was the film about ctrlX. Tobias, one last question concerning Moneo. As I know, of course, Moneo offers regularly updates.
Yes.
I think the last one is just released.
Will come soon, yes.
Yeah, will come soon, okay. But can you tell us about some highlights to come?
Sure. Yeah. So you're absolutely right. So we release each and every 3 months a new release of the Moneo software product, which is part of the Moneo software maintenance contract and increases the feature set and functionality of Moneo.
Okay.
And if you ask for highlights, so I have definitely to mention 2 points. The first thing I want to mention is our upcoming module called shop floor integration, which integrates the sensor data real-time to the level of the ERP system. And the solution is integrated into the ERP system and, for example, automates the maintenance management process inside of the SAP PM module, or improves the supply chain.
Yeah, this is just one step more into
exactly.
the ERP.
So we are getting more and more complete in the terms of vertical integration from the shop floor to the top floor with this ERP integration.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, and the second thing I want to mention, for me it's really a highlight, is our upcoming solution called Data Science Toolbox, which is based on methods of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So with this approach you can permanently observe critical process values in the background in the software, and the result is that you can detect anomalies in a very early stage. And you can imagine it similar to a line keeping assistant system in a car.
Okay.
So when the car is about to leave the road, the system pushes an alert or a trigger, and then you can act immediately in time and avoid damage.
Okay.
And in that case, the Data Science Toolbox can do the same with the production values.
Yeah.
So we are very excited or curious how our users will use this approach. And for me, the best thing is that the Data Science Toolbox, there's no need for data science expertise. So it's designed for maintenance workers and production managers and so on. And it is based on a really easy 5-step wizard inside the product.
Yeah.
So we are looking forward to that.
Yeah, perfect. Me too. Thank you for being here, you both. And let's see if there are questions. And there is a question. Is Moneo available in all countries in the world?
Yeah, maybe I can give a short comment on that. So we started with Moneo in the last year, and we roll out the software products stepwise.
Okay.
So currently we are market available with Moneo in 30 countries, and we will complete this until the mid of this year. And then Moneo will be, roughly speaking, in 40 countries, in all countries where IFM has a subsidiary.
Okay, so mid of
22, sorry, next year.
You know, mid of next year. Okay, perfect. So, all questions answered. Perfect. Sam, yeah, thank you both again, once again.
Thanks for having us.
Enjoy your day. And yeah, if there are any comments left or questions left, you will answer them in the chat.
Of course, yeah.
Perfect.
Great,
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
too.
Bye.
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 So until now we only talked about the digitalization of stationary machines. Now we have to look what we can do or how we can digitalize mobile machines, of course. And this is what I will welcome now Florian König for. Hi Florian.
Hello Philip.
Hi. Yeah, thank you for being here. And yeah, let's talk about mobile machines now. And we're not talking about autonomous machines, but human-driven machines. And of course, there is automation an essential part. Maybe we can talk about that at first.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
But maybe first let's have a look here. I brought here a couple of products because, like, when we talk mobile, we also, like you can see here, these products look a little bit different than from industry, because like we have a couple of different requirements there. For example, when we talk, for example, a garbage truck, for example, most of application, then these trucks will operate in winter or also in summer, and so we have a lot of, as you can imagine, a lot of dust and a lot of vibrations and so on. So as you can see, these products are really, really tough and robust. So, and when we get these, or when we start with these products to digitize, then first of all we take the sensor signals and bring these products here up to these I/O modules. So, and from this on, we will have also other interfaces to connect on. So, for example, these products here are is operated with CAN. So really, really different than in normal industrial automatization. So, and here, for example, this module here is run with CAN open. And when we have now on this module, all the sensor data is collected in the field from the mobile machine, we bring it up to this module, and this module sends it up to us normally main controller. So like this one here, you see here, this main controller, for example, is CR7020S. It's the main controller, really, really powerful. But this one also seems different from normal industrial controls, as you can hear. Really, really robust. We have here aluminium die-cast housing and so on. So when we have then these data there on this controller, then we have here these requirements also fit for these high temperature ranges and so on. So, and now when we take a look at our example, the garbage truck, this operator needs all these sensor data from the module, all the data for the PLC, but of course in their operating cabin. So, and for this use case, of course, we have here also in the same area these robust, powerful HMIs. So, and these collect also the automation data via CAN or via Ethernet and so on, or several other interfaces. Also, we can provide here the drivers with, for example, camera assistance. So, and with these, let's say, whole portfolio, we can automate a complete mobile system from one hand, so completely from IFM. So, and when we take here a step back. When we now have all the data collected to the controller, to the HMI, so the operator has all the data there. Then we have here also the access to connect remote gateways to our mobile machine. So, and when we took these mobile gateways and bring it up to a portal from IFM, and also we have then all these data which we before prepared for automatization. We have it now into this automation cloud, let's call it this one.
Okay, this is what you call mobile IoT.
Yes.
And so just get one step back. This is not only to see what happens in the machine, but you can also control them. So it's a bidirectional.
Yeah, it's just called as robust HMI controllers. Then an all-in-one device.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So and then this is the way into the digitalization of the mobile machines. And what are the benefits when I say, okay, I will digitalize my machine park or my truck park?
We have here 3 different use cases, as you will see here also on the stream. We have the first one, normally the machine maintenance. So as you can see here on the stream, so the machine maintenance is all this. Let's say, imagine you have a machine, really tough deadline, and let's say the customer is really pushing, and you're like, this will be a tough decision to make. And you take this machine and let's say, okay, we implement only a couple of features, but we will ship it anyway. So then normally when you are the customers, you need additional features, then you take a service engineer, book a train ticket, flight ticket, and then take this engineer and bring it up to the facility or where the machine is operated. So, and for this purpose, with our portal, we can also make the machine management, so we can remotely connect to all these kind of controllers. And then bring there up live updates without anybody is there on the construction site.
No physical presence more.
So with these mobile IoT, you can directly save then travel costs or like also normally travel time, of course, which is mostly important.
It's the improvement of service also, which is the second point.
So service is then also when you have this machine in the field, when you get a couple of errors or so on, then sometimes the operator knows what to do, oil leakage, some kind of maintenance issues or so on. Then also we can, when they don't know what to do, they can call the OEM, and then some kind of service engineer connects there and sees directly mobile onto the machine what happens there in the application, and also can make changes, sees there if there's bugs, fix it directly without being at the site, which is quite cool for this kind of connection.
Makes it more quick, no?
And this is also when you want to make this remote connection, it's directly on demand. So it's not something that you have to wait for a couple of hours to get your connection. You can directly go into the portal and make these remote connections. And the second use case is then, of course, visualization analytics, where also the Industrial 4.0 idea is there. That when you have all these kind of PLCs, also the HMIs and so on, all connected, so you have all the data available on the machine, you can put them, take some kind of our remote gateways and put them into a data portal. So also from IFM. And there you can add some kind of benefits to the application.
You have you brought an example with you to show how it looks in real.
So here also on the stream you can see this is some example from our training site in Stockstadt, Koreum. So we have there a couple of machines connected. And there's one example. This is like really cool. I mean, this is a small example, but really shows quite cool what you can do there. So this is some full electric golf caddy that we use there to drive from the training site to the construction site for testing on machines, or also like going to the canteen or whatever you have there to do so. So and this. Often when you need a taxi, then of course there is no taxi. So, and then with these, when you have all the machines, or like in our case, the golf caddy connected to remote, then you can see there where it is, and also the status you see. So I have on this side, you have directly all the information. So you see operating status and so on. So, and if we move further to the next side, you see also, because like when you integrate all the process on the machine onto these PLCs, then you have also all the other different values also there, like machine errors or like the GPS position and so on, so directly. So, and because like all these data are all stored into these into the IoT portal, you can see also like where it is and also where it was, which is quite cool.
Okay.
So this one there, for example, here see this little golf cap is quite busy, but you see also there like the big golf caddy is not leave the area, which is then interesting to see.
Yeah.
And also you can see here there where are the, for example, the charging times, where did it charge and where did it discharge and so on.
Yeah.
So, and this is then, these data are fully customized by customers. You can see there if it's, I don't know, the last weeks, the last days, and so on.
Yeah.
So, which really benefits. And then imagine this not for a golf caddy, but imagine this with a fleet of a lot of garbage collectors or like building machines, construction machines. You often don't know where it is and how the status of these one. And when you connect them remotely with our PLCs, with our remote gateways, you have directly these benefits of how they are, how is the status, and of course also where they are. So
yeah, sure. It makes it easier to manage the fleet. You know which machine has to be repaired or something else. Which one can I transfer to the next job? So perfect. Yeah. Florian, thank you for this short overview about the mobile opportunities. And I won't leave you out without answering this question: which typical industry use these products?
So these products are of course then fit for the mobile applications. So that means we have their typically typical connections which is only, let's say, often used on mobile, like CAN open, J9039, some kind of this, but also Ethernet. So the main areas are their building machines, construction machines, also like of drilling machines. Also the agriculture sector is also like a main area of these. But normally when you have these robust and tough requirements on the application, then you use this kind of controllers. Yeah. So this is then also, all these devices are also embedded controllers. So this is, let's say, normally an IP housing, wiry, temperature range, and so on.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, perfect. All right, and then your job is done. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Philip.
Bye. Yeah, and this was the third IFM Live Talk. Thank you for watching and interacting with us. I would be happy if you join us tomorrow again at 11 o'clock in the morning CET. We will talk about the solutions for the intralogistics. Until then, take care, stay healthy, and bye.